created to have some fun together, sharing and singing. So, join and enjoy.
Our love for opera brings us together. Thanks for being with us in this trip.
And this is episode 7 for the music I would take to a desert island. And of course, if you have heard us in previous seasons, I mean, Katya and I, then you already know that we love Maestro Mozart. So, of course, I need to take one of his compositions to this desert island. And I am choosing Papageno of not Sarastro, not the Queen of the Night, not Tamino, not Pamina, neither of those two main characters either. But I'm taking my greatest favorite. I think I was thinking this is my favorite role of all the Mozart's creations, and I think that for everything he sings, yes, everything that Papageno sings, I love, which doesn't mean that I don't like the parts of other roles in other operas, but it's just that for me, Papageno is so lovely from beginning to end that in fact it puts me in trouble to decide which one to take to a desert island because if I am taking this, then I am not taking the Papageno duet, and it really hurts that I'm not taking that one. But well, I ended up choosing this one, and it's been become a little, say, routinary that I share just to put everyone on the same page that I shared with you a first recording of the area before we get into the detail of it. And I just got my tongue twisted. I'm recording this on the. I still consider it a Wednesday morning, probably not morning. Ein Mädchen, oder Weibchen. This is a recording that takes place at the IU Jacobs School of Music on September 2021. Um, Singer Ian Rocker. So the volume is a little low, but still, I think it's a lovely recording for kicking off today's program.
Ein Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. Oh, so ein sanftes Täubchen wär Seligkeit für mich. Wär Seligkeit für mich. Wär Seligkeit für mich. Man schmeckte mit Trinken und Essen, dann könnt ich mich wissentlich messen. Bis eben das Weise mich freuen und wie im Elysium sein. Dann könnt ich mich wissen, mich messen. Des Lebens das Weise mich freuen und wie im Elysium sein. Im Elysium sein. Im Elysium sein. Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. Oh, so ein sanftes Täubchen wär Seligkeit für mich. Wär Seligkeit für mich. Wär Seligkeit für mich. Kann ich denn keiner von allen den reizenden Mädchen gefallen? Helf einem mir nur aus der Not, sonst gräm ich mich wahrlich zu Tod. Was kann ich denn keinem gefallen? Helf einem mir nur aus der Not, sonst gräm ich mich wahrlich zu Tod. Mich wahrlich zu Tod. Mich wahrlich zu Tod. Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. Oh, so ein sanftes Träumchen, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich. Wird keinem mir Liebe gewähren, so muss mich die Flamme verzehren. Ist mich ein weiblicher Mund, sonst bin ich schon wieder gesund. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund, sonst bin ich schon wieder gesund. Schon wieder gesund. Schon wieder gesund.
So don't you tell me it is not a lovely melody, the one that Maestro Mozart composed in this area. Ein Mädchen, oder, Weibchen. And why don't we go get to know a little about the lyrics of this one? First thing that I wanted to share with you is that this is grouped, and you know that because we have also mentioned it in the past, many people are interested, if not obsessed, or at least curious about the 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 reference that many people make very often in regards to the magic flute being or carrying the message of Frank Masonic initiation. So just to give you uh, some information regarding this piece, this is grouped in threes. He's going to repeat three times the initial phrase, then it's going to the body itself, it's going to be three, and each of the three will end repeating the same number or the same phrase three times. So if you're somehow familiar with that, then you know that number three has very important. It's has a great importance. Just to feed your curiosity, obsession, or interest in this. So, but putting that apart, I was sharing that this initial recording was from the IU Jacobs School of Music, September 2021, and I think also that it is a good example of what we are used to when listening to this baritone role in Mozart. First, elegant, very elegant, very homogeneous voice, not powerful. He is not required at no time a high, strident, powerful, long note. He's meant to be lovely. And this melody is built with the purpose that people can hum it themselves without knowing the words, because the lyrics are quite extensive indeed. So if you have trouble in memorizing, doesn't really matter, because the whole melody is lovely. And I was sharing with you that it is very important that the baritone has a very homogeneous, nice, cute harmonics with very good legato. characteristics that are usually that are more present in singers who have specialized in Mozart. We have also shared before that Mozart is a specialty itself because there are very few baritones who can sing Verdi, Verismo, and Mozart. They are three very different schools. Mozart is still closer to the bel canto, so a baritone that sings bel canto is quite adequate for this. But there is something that doesn't play in favor of baritones, which is that you can build a very good career singing Verdian baritone roles. You can be a great verismo baritone, but you would hardly build a career saying, I am the best Papageno on earth. Even if we all love Papageno, it really doesn't mean that you are going to build an important career around it. Because many people see except for the Queen of the Night, many people see the roles in the Magic Flute as for singers who are initiating their career, provided the level of what is perceived as a level of difficulty and how it is weird when you think that many people say they love the magic flute, but are unwilling to say that they are keeping in their minds the best Tamino, the best Pamina, the best Sarastro, or even the best Papageno or Papagena in their minds. It's like, but Tosca, you can always have Tosca in your mind. You can have Cavaradossi, and you can have Scarpia, and you can have Chocho-san, and so on and so on. So unfortunately for the Magic Flute, it is not the case. And so let's get started with the words. It is a drama, but everything that Papageno sings is just lovely. So, because he starts this when he's asked what he really wishes, when we ask ourselves, and what do I really wish I had, then our minds can start daydreaming and say, well, I could buy me a car, I would have a great job, I would take vacations or travel around the world, and so on and so on. But for Papageno, Papageno says, ah. A little girl. It is a woman, a little girl, a girl that he wants for himself. Papageno would like to have that sweetheart for himself. It would be such a happiness for me. I could feel so immensely happy if I could have a girl for me. That's what Papageno tells us at the beginning, but even though it's going to get a little dramatic ahead, he never sings it. It's not, as I was telling or sharing with you, it is not the drama of the Verismo or any of that. It is just the lovely voice of Papageno sharing his thoughts with us. And for the pieces of the recording that we are listening to first in parts and at the end complete, we are listening to a recording from the l'Opéra National de Paris, year 2001, in the voice of Detlef Roth, who is singing Papageno. So let's listen to this first part where he says, for me, I would like to have a girl that would mean the world to me.
Ein Mädchen, oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich, o so ein sanftes Träumchen der Seligkeit für mich, der Seligkeit für mich, der Seligkeit für mich.
So we know what we know now. He wants to have a girl for him. Then he's going to share with us. And I also, would like to spend to have the great time of my life, eating and drinking a lot, so that I could compare myself to princes and have the incredible life as wise men have. And then be like Elysium. Then I could compare myself to princes and have that life of wise men and compare myself to being at the Elysium. Remember that he's going to repeat Elysium sign. I know I also wanted to mention that it's very difficult to listen to this lovely melody and not be humming it at least.
Dann schmeckte mir Trinken und Essen, dann könnt ich mit Fürsten nicht messen, des Lebens als Weiser mich freuen und wie im Elysium sein. Dann könnt ich mit Fürsten mich messen, des Lebens als Weiser mich freuen und wie im Elysium sein. Im Elysium sein, im Elysium sein.
Elysium sign. Okay, and keeping on with the words, going back to the idea that he wants a girl for him. Papageno would like to have a girl for him. Oh, a sweetheart that it would be so, 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 so sweet. But he asks himself, ah, maybe is it that I cannot be good enough for any of those or any for any of the beautiful girls? If somebody could help me to get out of this predicament, because otherwise I could die of sorrow. You know the drama, I could die of sorrow. And he repeats, well, if it is not the case that I cannot be good enough for anybody, please somebody let me get out of this predicament, because he's going to say it 3 times. I could die of sorrow, I could die of sorrow, I could die of sorrow.
Ein Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. O, so ein sanftes Träumchen der Seligkeit für mich. Wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich. Ach, kann ich denn keiner von allen den reizenden Mädchen gefallen? Hilf eine mir nur aus der Not, sonst gräm ich mich wahrlich zu Tod. Ach, kann ich denn keiner gefallen? Hilf eine mir nur aus der Not, sonst gräm ich mich wahrlich zu Tod. Mich wahrlich zu Tod, mich wahrlich zu Tod.
So Papageno has told us that if I am unable to resolve this, I will die of sorrow, will die of sorrow, will die of sorrow. Then we are going back to the same phrase that Papageno really would like to have a girl for him, a sweetheart that would be the life, the greatest joy for him. And then he says, but if no love is there for me, then flames of pain will consume me. I will perish in the flames. But if the mouth of a woman then kisses me, then she's going to heal me. Now, you see, so he says he's going to die and perish in flames of sorrow. But if somebody kisses me, then everything is resolved. Then everything is resolved. Then everything is resolved. Then everything is resolved. And that's how his lovely piece wraps up.
Ein Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. O so ein sanftes Träuchen, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich. Wird keine mir Liebe gewähren, so muss mich die Flamme verzehren. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund, so bin ich schon wieder gesund. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund, so bin ich schon wieder gesund. Schon wieder gesund. Schon wieder gesund.
And also, as many times with Maestro Mozart, this song, this aria from Papageno, does not wrap up, with a climax and a high note, high, long, sustained, but it wraps up lovely and nicely, just as it started with the music box that was given to him, and that's what it is. And after having heard to this around 4 minutes uh, of music, personally, I feel same way as with the other melodies that I would take to a desert island. Like I could play it 1,000 times and still love it and be playing with the sounds. Ta ta da ta ta da ta ta da ta 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 da ta ta da ta ta da ta tan 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 tan. Because Maestro Mozart really had this feeling for composing such beautiful things, and I would like to insist that Papageno is my favorite role from the overall Mozart catalog. So we have reached the final part of our episode today. So I'm going to be playing this recording from the beginning with no interruption. And I would like to thank everyone for having heard this 7th episode of the series.
Ein Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. O so ein sanftes Träumen der Seligkeit für mich, der Seligkeit für mich, der Seligkeit für mich. Dann schmeckte mir Trinken und Essen, dann könnt ich mich fürstlich messen, des Lebens als Weiser mich freuen und wie im Elysium sein. Dann könnt ich mit Fürsten mich messen, des Lebens als Weiser mich freuen und wie im Elysium sein. Im Elysium sein, im Elysium sein. Ein Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich. O so ein sanftes Träumen der Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich. Ach, kann ich denn keiner von allen den reizenden Mädchen gefallen? Hilf eine mir nur aus der Not, sonst gräm ich mich wahrlich zu gut. Ach, kann ich denn keiner gefallen? Hilf eine mir nur aus der Not, sonst gräm ich mich wahrlich zu gut. Mich wahrlich zu gut. Mich wahrlich zu gut. Ein Mädchen oder Weibchen wünscht Papageno sich, o so ein sanftes Träuchen, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich, wer Seligkeit für mich. Wird keine mir Liebe gewähren, so muss mich die Flamme verzehren. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund, so bin ich schon wieder gesund. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund. Doch küsst mich ein weiblicher Mund, so bin ich schon wieder gesund. Schon wieder gesund. Schon wieder gesund.
You can follow our channel for the latest updates and more content. Opera will love singing, in just one word. Link in the description of the episode.